Oh ho ho. Good morning. Hi, who's here? Wait a minute, let me set up my chat. Haha. Pop out. Slide. Ah. Okay, good morning. Good morning, cubies and nibbies. I am Sunshine. Thanks for joining me. This is the ABCube method for solving Rubik's Cube. That's formula A right there, 4 moves. That's formula B right there, 8 moves. And with that, that's all you need to solve every complexity Rubik's Cube and every complexity Minx. Formula A is 4 moves, brings a piece from the bottom or the face to the top. And B moves 3 pieces around as needed, and that's all you need to do. For the formula A, if you use the bottom row in the right column, you're moving the corners around. For formula A, if you use the bottom row in the right column, you're switching these two and bringing the corner to the top. And if you use the middle row in the middle column, you're doing boxes. You're affecting the absolute center, which is one single piece. Formula B, if you use the top row in the outside columns, then you're moving corners around, top row, outside, inside. You're moving edges around, and top row to insides. And you're moving centers around. Ta-da. Okay, as for example, to move this piece to the top, out, down, in, up. Okay, but it's there. It still needs to go. So more. And twos to the top. To move an edge piece, yellow, yellow, yellow. Ta-da! Okay. To move an edge piece, bring it, if the corner, white should be matching the corners, it's going in this direction, slide up, slide down, or move it this way, slide up, slide down, move that way. And to move a center piece, ta-da! It goes up, slide it to a different column, second up, reverse down, and you've moved an edge piece. Ta-da! Okay, good morning. Who's here? Thank you for joining me this morning. You guys, I've been practicing my Go Cube. I've been practicing my time. And I increased my time. I beat my personal best. Let me show you. Ta-da! Connecting. Can't connect. Oh, come on. Sorry. Oh, dearest me. I don't remember. I don't remember which password I used, and I logged out last time instead of just signing off. Anyway, I'll have to figure that out. Anyway, I'm down to, I was at minute 10 seconds. I'm down to a minute 1 second. If I just shave 2 seconds off, I will hit under a minute and I'll be able to compete on a higher level. So I've never been under a minute, you guys. I'm so excited. I am 1 second, 2 seconds away from being under a minute. And I beat, the last 2 times I beat my record, it was by 10 seconds. So I have been, and this is just using formula A and B. I'm not using anything else. I'm just trying to get faster with my formula A. Trying to use some finger tricks for formula A. All right. I have had had the ABCube for a long time, since I've changed passwords, since I've changed email since then, changed names since then, and so I don't want to create a new account with my correct name if I started it with my old name, because I don't want to lose all my personal. Maybe I do. Maybe I just want to start fresh. Anyway, I was going to show you. I'm 1 minute and 1 second now. Huzzah! Good morning. I am Sunshine. This is the ABCube method for solving Rubik's cubes. This is my GoCube, but I can't show it to you today because I can't remember my login. So I'll have to show you that tomorrow. But I beat my record. I'm 1 minute 1 second. All right. I'm showing you. I'm good. I have some white cubes, some stickerless white cubes, which I can use to demonstrate how the methods work, because I didn't have a stickerless one before. So, does anyone have any questions or comments before I start? Do you want to tell me what you want me to play with today? Should I play with a cube or a minx or my void cube? Do you want me to demonstrate how parodies are a lie? Other than that, I'm just going to start showing you how. Good morning. It's a new week. Thank you guys for joining me. I am honored. All right, so we hold the cube in our hands and we look at the front of the cube as if it is a spreadsheet with rows and columns. And looking at Formula A and Formula B, it always uses one row and either one or two columns. For every left there's a right, for every up there's a down, and every other move is horizontal, every other horizontal is the reverse of the one before it. So it's a mathematical zero, it's a they're both commutators, and which means that it's only going to move the pieces that you want to move, it's not going to move any other pieces. So, to start with, we pick a color. I've chosen yellow, and we pick a corner that has that color. Excuse me, application restart required. I don't know, it said Omen, which is what I used to stream. I hope it's not going to blue screen me. I love my computer, but I don't trust it. Alright. So the first thing we're doing, we're working with corners first, because no matter what size cube you have, they all have 8 corners, and so they can all start the exact same way. So I pick a corner that has a yellow. Pick a corner that has a yellow, and that's how I start. So the next thing is I'm going to look for the other 4 corners, the other 3 corners that have yellow on them, and I'm going to look for them. So let me place them somewhere. The first place you look is here, and if it's on top, then you slide it out of the way to protect it. Other places it can be on the front or the side. So if it's on the front, Formula A, we'll switch these back and forth, and we'll bring it to the top. So out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. There it is. Rotate the top to move it out of the way. Another place it could be is it could be on the side. Okay? But it's on the top, so Formula A is going to bring it to the top. Out, down, in, up, out, down, in, up. And as long as it takes to get it there, it will always be a 5 or less, because 6 gets you back to your starting position. Okay, so slide it out of the way, keep going. Another place it can be is it can be not on the top, but somewhere on the bottom. In which case, if it's not here, I look down here. If it's in one of these 2 spaces, then Formula A will bring it to the top. If not, I have to rotate the bottom by quarter turns until the answer is yes. So there's a quarter turn, no yellow there. There's a quarter turn, there's a yellow. Okay. Oh, dearie me, it's too big. All right. So Formula A will bring it to the top. And there's 3. Okay. So when the yellow's on top, the next thing to do is to check the sides to see if they match. And okay, let's give myself a scramble here so I can see what that might look like. If I were helping you solve your cube, you would tell me where the pieces are, and I would solve it from there. Because it's blank, I can copy what your cube looks like and help you precisely with the cube that's in your hands. Which I am set up to do. Also, you guys, anybody, just hop in and say the word, and I'll be happy to bring you either join you into my stream so that we can demonstrate together, or I have a Zoom set up so I can teach up to 4 people at a time in real time on Zoom, where I can see your cubes, you can see my cubes, and I can show you how I can teach all at the same time. Okay, so the next step. All right, so with my yellows on top. Okay. Good. There's 3 things that can happen. Wait a minute. There's 3 things that can happen when you look at the sides. Either all of them match, none of them match, or one of them matches. So the other colors I'm working with. Okay, so with yellow on top, on the front here I have I have an orange here, and a red here. Don't you like my red? It looks awfully pink, doesn't it? Okay. When I turn it, there is a green here, and a blue here, when I turn it, there is a red here, and an orange here, and a blue here, and a green here. Now looking at the corners, so the yellow's on top, either all of the sides match, none of them match, or one of them matches. When none of them match, it doesn't matter which side you hold it to do the next step. Because when I finish, I'm going to have one side that matches. When you have one side that matches, it should be facing away from you. There's a shortcut at this point in time where I could just do it R2, front 2, R2, right 2, and then they match. But you can only do that for the first 4 corners, and I want to not do that, so I can show you how to get there with just Formula A and B. So, Formula A brought the yellow to the top. Formula B is going to move pieces around. So it's going to move. This one's going to stay the same. These 2 pieces are going to move. Once it would go clockwise, twice would go counterclockwise, and 3 would go back to the start. So, and sorry, who's here? Good morning. If you've just joined me, I am Sunshine, and I'm working with my white cube, my blank cube, stickerless cube. So I'm demonstrating how you work it step by step. So yellow's on top. Formula B is going to move 3 pieces around. I have no sides matching right now, and when I do, I'll have one side matching. So rotate the top, slide the top. First up, slide back, top, back. Second up, slide down, and now we've got this one still in place, and these 3 all moved around. It looks like I've messed them up, but I haven't. Formula A will bring the yellow color back to the top. When the yellow's on top, slide it out of the way, keep the cube stable, and then this way, another Formula A, rotate the top, another Formula A, and the yellow's back on top again. Now we look, green does not equal orange, but blue equals blue, So we went from no sides matching to one side matching. We hold it facing away from us, like as if it's headlights of a car that you're in and driving away. And Formula B is going to move these three pieces around. These are going to move in relation to each other, and this one's going to come over here, so it's going to have the effect of switching these two and only these two, but you never switch two, you always switch three. So slide up, slide down, and then A to bring your yellow back to the top. Okay, and yellow's back to the top and the sides match. Yay! Okay, so at this point in time, we take the yellow. Okay, I should let me catch up over here so I can have it right. Okay, so we take the yellow and put it face down, and now we're looking for the opposite color of yellow, which is white. I don't have white, so opposite for me on this white cube is going to be purple. So I'm going to put the purple where the white stickers are. I can't just place them willy-nilly because it kind of matters. So there's a white, there's a white. Do confetti! Haha! Okay, there's a white, there's a white. That yellow is not, we're ignoring that yellow. There's a white. 1, 2, 3. And 4. Okay, so we'll take the one on top. We'll start there because it's already there in our place. But that's not always the case, but because it is, we'll start there. So Formula A will bring the whites to the top, and I know it looks like purple, but really it's white. Just believe me. Okay, again, application restart required. A software component has been updated, and Omen Gaming Hub needs to, and it goes away from me. I will do that after I'm done. Okay, so this one has a white on top, so I'm going to hold that under my left thumb, and then I'm going to abandon my yellows because they're going to take care of themselves. So I'm not going to look at, if I look at them again before I have my white on top on all of my 4 corners, it's going to look scrambled, but it's a lie, because once I get, if I wait until the whites are on top, it'll have resolved itself, because it's always going to be a multiple of 6 to bring the active color to the top, and multiple of 6 does not scramble any of your cube except for what you wanted to. So Formula A will bring the white to the top, out, down, in, up, out, down, stay, I like you there, and in, up. When it's on top, hold the cube stable, slide the top to move it out of the way. If I rotate the cube, my yellows will scramble. So I keep the cube stable, rotate the top, and continue with this one. Okay, when it's on top, rotate this top, keep the cube stable, and continue with this one. And you can see my yellows are dancing all over the place. But when my white's on top again, I look at the yellows, and they're back to where they have resolved themselves. So, they've proven themselves trustworthy. Okay, so let's do that with this one so I can see what the color sides are going to look like. Because I can't just place the sides willy-nilly, because I might put it into an unsolvable position, an impossible solution, impossible status. Okay, so this one, all of my cubes that has them all correct. So, all right. Let's say that we have one side that's correct, and the other 3 are not. I don't know how they're not, but the other 3 are not. So I'm going to make one side correct. It's the green side. So So I hold that facing away from me, and then these two would be orange and red. So I'm going to do Formula B, which is going to move these over here and this one over there. Up, up, down, down. And then Formula A to bring my purple back to the top. And we still have one side that matches, but now we have all sides that match. So do 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 do. Do 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 do. If you've just joined me, I'm Sunshine. I'm the creator of the ABCube method for solving Rubik's cubes, and I'm using my stickerless cube to demonstrate how the patterns work, how the formulas work. And I'm demonstrating how I would be able to help you solve the cube in your hand if you told me what the colors were, because I can make the colors anything I want at this point in time. So now all the corners are correct. Oops, nope, sorry, forgot the orange. And the next thing that I would need to do is I'd hold my yellow and white left and right, and I'd look for yellow or whites in the middle that are placed, that I can place. This one's not in the middle, that's why I'm going to displace it out so it is in the middle. And then being in the middle, it's yellow plus some other color. I'm going to say that the other color is orange. So, holding the cube, yellow and white are left and right, I bring the corners to match the front, I determine which direction it's going to go, and Formula B will place it. So, top row, 2 columns, first column is where it's going to land, second column is where it begins. Slide up, slide down, and there it is, it's correctly placed. There's 3 more yellows somewhere, 3 more yellow edges somewhere. Let me just place them at random. There's one. There's 2. And 3. Okay, so I'm looking for the yellow and white. Yellow and white are left and right. I'm looking for yellow and white, but I haven't placed the white yet, so it's just for the yellow. Fine, here it is, it's on front, so I will flip it so it's on top. Yellow, white are still left and right. And it is, which color is it? Let's say that it can't be the yellow and orange one, so let's say it's the red and orange and pink one. Orange and red, yellow and red one. So the second color is red. So I hold the cube, yellow and white left and right, bring the corners to match the front, determine its direction, and then away first up, back second up, away down, back down. And that one's placed. There are 2 more yellows, and they are blue and green. So here's a yellow. Let's say this is the green one. Yellow and white are left and right, bring the corners to match the front, determine its direction. Okay, and it's placed. This other yellow is on the right side, so I've got to move it into the middle so I can place it. And it's yellow and blue and blue. yellow and white are left and right. Bring the corners to match the front. Determine its direction. And away first up, back second up, away down, back second down. And so there's the yellows placed. Now I need whites placed somewhere. My purples. I was going to sell this one at the same time. Let's see. No, I did yellows. Never mind. This is not as easy as it should be, because you're not there telling me what colors everything should be. All right, so find the purple. It's here on the purple side, but it's not facing the right direction. So I'm going to move it out so I can place it. Okay. All right. It's orange. Purple and orange. Purple and orange. Yellow, white, and orange. Okay. Determine corners match the front. Yellow and white are left and right. It's going in this direction. Start by moving it away. Up, up, down, down. Okay. There's another purple. Okay. Yellow and white are left and right, but my color's on front. I want it to be on top, so I flip the cube. Yellow and white are left and right. So I'm going to bring the corners to match the front. It is a, let's say it's pink. Red. White and red. Okay. Bring the corners to match the front. Determine its direction. Away up, in, up, away down, in, down, and it's placed. This one is purple and green, so it's in the right spot, but it's not placed correctly. Yellow and white are left and right. Okay, this one's incorrect. I'm going to place a garbage piece in there so it's in the middle where I can work with it. And now, color on top, bring the corners to match the front. Up, up, down, down. Okay, there's one more purple somewhere, anywhere. Let's say that it's right here. And this one is the purple and blue. Ta-da! Da-dum-ba-da! Dum-dum. Da-da-da-da. Okay, so yellow and white are left and right. Corners match the front. Determine its direction. Away up, in, up. Away down, in, down. And so this demonstrates how I'm only looking, first of all, I was only looking at the colors in yellow. Then I'm only at the corners, and then so the corners are now correct. And oh look, we forgot to place our center. Let's do that now. But the center is right here. The yellow is right here. Okay, which means the purple one is opposite it. Don't know what the other sides are yet. Okay, so this one wants to go to the top. Okay, so I line it up. I move this piece away. I move the space down. I move the piece into the space and the piece in space back up again. I just moved the center without moving anything else, so I haven't messed anything up. Okay, so that's correct. Now, what happens next is I have to, so the opposite edges are done. The next thing to do is the side edges. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the center so that I don't get a parity. So let's see, this one's the green. Because I said so. So I'm going to line it up, and now you'll see that all of the centers are correct. Okay. Now, this is not correct. I'm going to say that this one is the red and green cube. Anyway, either way, it's not correct. So I'm going to displace the yellow cube into this not correct spot so that it'll be on the top where I can work on it. My white is now face down for the rest of the cage forever. And so now here's this piece. Okay. And it's going to go on one of the side pieces. So, let's say this is a green piece. I'm going to rotate the top so it matches the corners. So it's either green and red or green and orange. This is the green and red piece. Aha! So corners match the front. It's going in this direction. Away up, in, up, away down, in, down. Set the top again. This cube is placed, and there's another non-yellow cube on top. Okay, so let's see. So I'm going to bring it. This is going to be the green and orange piece. So green, and orange. So white's on bottom. Bring the corners to match the front to determine its direction. And up, up, down, down. Set the top again. Okay, my yellow has not found its way by the top again, so I keep going. So this one, let's make it easy. This is the orange and blue. Haha! Orange. And blue. Okay, bring the corners to match the front. White is face down. It's going in the orange direction. Slide up, slide down, set the top. Okay. This is only one piece, this one color this can be. This has to be, I think I messed up. I think I did mess up in coloring things arbitrarily. I messed up. I should have had real colors because that was not properly placed. So we're done. Huzzah! I failed, so we're just going to pretend I succeeded. So this way, if I'm teaching you on Zoom or something else, and you can tell me what your cube looks like, so I can match your cube, and you can just parrot me. So that's why I have the sticker lists 3 and 4, so I can work with those. All right. If you've just joined me, I am Sunshine. Thank you for joining me. I see a bunch of familiar names. All right. I'm going to brag again. I beat my personal best on my GoCube. My personal best is now 1 minute, 1 second. I'm so close to breaking the minute. I have to keep practicing. And that's just using formula A and B. No shortcuts. And so, all right. Does anyone have any questions or comments before I go? Anything you'd like to see me demonstrate? Anyone have questions about parodies and why they are a lie, and you don't have to have a parody algorithm at all, because you can solve every complexity cube in the world with just formula A and just formula B. You don't need a parity algorithm or any other algorithms. So any complexity cube, any complexity minx, formula A and formula the ABCube method will solve it. You can find me. This is actually, the ABCube method is actually mentioned on Wikipedia as a direct solve method for the professor's cube. The professor's cube is what the 5x5 was once called. So, because there are not many direct solve methods for the 5x5. Most people who are doing the 5x5 have already learned the 3x3 and the 4x4, so they say, okay, do these things to reduce it to a 3x3 and then solve it like a 3x3, which to me sounds like two solves instead of one. So I don't do it that way. So hi, thank you for joining me. Anybody have questions? Okay, I will be back tomorrow, or earlier if I feel like it. Go have a wonderful day, be nice to yourself, and be happy. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, you guys.